we get permission, whether you like it or not, we chop your fingers off. So if you want to use your hands, don't use your phone. There's no texting during these meetings. So you're here for two reasons, and already you gave me a lot of thoughts. You're selling insurance, but you're going to learn something new about financial services tonight. You're in a business now working for your dad, and I respect that, and that's great to be in family business, and it's one track thinking and then expose you to different areas. And you, sir, you can't, like rugby, you can't quit this, okay, if you get bombed. Okay, or we give you a free beating. How about that? So you're here for one of two reasons. You're here for, first of all, you all need the services of what we do. Because none of you, like, how old are you, Cody? 24, young guy. 22, you just said? How old? 23. Young guys. You know, I don't know how much you value your future, and more than likely, not like I value mine. There's a difference. I'm in my fourth quarter. You guys are just starting out. So I value time more than money. You don't. So it's amazing how you think. And the only difference between you and me is the way we think. Because the truth is, we all have a lot in common. You all want to be loved, appreciated. You want to be acknowledged. You love a pat in the back. You like to be successful. You want to be acknowledged by the people around you. You want to make a difference in the world. Deep down, you do. You just know how to communicate. The only difference between me and you is the way we think. And then, because of the way we think, the way we learn things and communicate back. How am I doing so far? So you're here for two reasons. You need the services. I'm not telling you. I'm flat out telling you, factually. Because your future comes by real quick. Like, for instance, did high school go by real quick for you? You're 24. Did the last 10 years go by for you? What do you think the next time you're going to do? But yeah, you know what? I hate this. I hate this kind of a chat that we're having here. Because I used to resent them, and I always took it for granted. When I heard, oh, time goes by real quick. When I was young, I heard everybody old say that. Oh, you know. I go, okay. I heard it all the time. Now that it's flipped on me, I'm going, whoa. That is so real. Because life goes by in a flicker. In a flicker. It's that fast. Okay? And if you don't celebrate it and take care of you and your future, nobody else is. Who's taking care of it? Right. How long are you going to hang on to that? And they're trying to kick you out now. You know that? No. and your parents always love you, so nobody does. But there's a time and a place where people say, what goes on here? I got my own wife. I just read an email. She did for another kid. She's got 2 kids. They're grown men. She just bought some kind of a policy for his car. You leave him alone, figure it out himself. But that's what mothers do. Right? So anyway, living home is one thing. And were you living home or you living now? And now you're living with him. So that's another mother. Okay, so that's how it works. You live at home, Cody? Okay, good. So you're grubbing it. There you go. All right, and you're not finding out it's not so simple, is it?
Well, think smart. I mean, it's not easy. Not in the world.
Okay, good. All right, I like that attitude. You know, I did the same thing as you. I was 17 a year younger than you. And no, it's not easy. And so the services are for you because you're going to be somebody in the future.
Okay.
Yeah, you're going to be somebody in the future, Daniel. And if you got nothing now, what are you going to have then? Right. See, so you got to start taking life a little more seriously. Now I'm not preaching to you, I'm just telling to you. So I like to beat younger guys up to start making them realize what the future's going to do. So the services are definitely for you, and I'm not that candid all the time, but I'm talking straight to young guys that ought to get their stinking thinking fixed. Because most of us can go through life for a long time. And I tell them all, I don't want to meet people under 25. Why? Because usually you're too young and immature and not focused on the future. You don't care. It's the party. I mean, I'm not trying to deny youth and fun stuff and what you do as a kid. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm also saying you got to embrace life and prepare for it. And if you don't take care of yourself, nobody else is going to now or in the future. Am I right, Cody? Big deal. Okay. So having said that, now we give you a business opportunity. Now, business to me, when I saw this years ago, I said, what? Last thing in the world I ever thought about is financial services business. You know, you're going to get an introduction by Byron on who the company is and where we came from and all that kind of good stuff. But I want you to know that what we do is needed by everybody. So if you're going to be in business, see, not everybody has a golf cart, right? They just don't. Not everybody shops at Nordstrom's. Not everybody buys the kind of insurance you're selling. Am I right? Right. Last time I checked, though, who needs money? Anybody? Who spends it every day? Who's got to make it to survive? Well, then you ought to know the rules. Am I right or right?
Correct.
And there's only one kind of money. You know what it is?
Money.
Huh?
Money.
Money. Oh, that's a good answer. That's a good one. There's no any one right answer except for the one we give. And so, Cody, I'm going to give you a shot. There's only one kind of money. You know what it is?
No.
You know? You know what it is? Not enough. Now, let me change your thinking again, because the only difference between me and you is the way we think. Some lady was sitting here not long ago, she said, that's not true. She was just being a little prissy lady that was basically saying, like doing that, I make enough. And I said, wait a minute, lady, I didn't say you. I said, there's only one kind of money, not enough. Because here's the truth. Ready for this one? God made the world abundant in all things. Is that true or true? Oh, first of all, you got to have a belief in God. If you don't believe in God, you got your troubles. And you can't get mad at me because if you don't believe, it's not my problem. Okay, I do, and so that's the way I feel. So I believe that God exists and he made the world abundant in all things. Amen? Let me give you an example. Didn't he put enough food resources here to feed everybody in the world? So we're jerks and we don't feed everybody. We got people starving. Am I right or right?
Right.
Didn't he give us enough resources to supply everybody with housing? Everybody in the choose to live on the streets, but there is resources here to house them, isn't there? See, it's us that screw it up. You all clear about that? So watch. See, the world also, God also made the world abundant with money. And there's plenty of it. And if you have enough money, Dan, you not only would you fix your life, but you'd fix a lot of other people's lives too, right?
Right.
So I said to the lady, if the world's abundant with more money, you can do a lot with it, couldn't you? Oh, yes. Okay, great. See, the only difference between me and you is the way we think. Get it? So if you're going to think big. So this opportunity is new. What we do is unique. You want to know it? We offer, it's a business that you run. It's your business. You'll learn all about it. Now, it's going to be overwhelming because we're going to do an hour and 15 minutes, maybe an hour and a half, and we're going to hit you with a million things. Boom, boom, boom. So we're going to reduce it to a story. Here it is. It's all about the math. And by the way, if you're anything like me, I stunk at math in school. Anybody stink at math like I did? I struggled through algebra and I flunked geometry twice. I was embarrassed about it. I'm not embarrassed anymore because I told the story enough. I'm used to it. But I flunked geometry twice. You know why I flunked, Danny? I'll tell you why I flunked. I had no interest in it. I went there, had to take it. It was mandatory. Sat there in a room. Mr. Gregory, I remember the guy's name. Rooster High School. Sat there like a lump, Garrett, and I never paid attention. And I didn't see the sense of having to learn about a trapezoid. I didn't know when I was going to use one. You know, just didn't get it. And so I failed it. And then the second time I took it out of resentment, I failed it again. And then he should have hired me to be the teacher the third time around because I could ace that thing. Okay, then I had to pay attention. And so I knew this. When you want to learn something, you will. When you want to focus on something, you will. When you don't, you're oblivious. It's that simple. So I didn't want it. So I don't like math. However, the one thing I can do really well is I can count money. How many of you can do that? Oh, all right. So you qualify. Is your head shaking yes, Cody? So you can qualify that. Okay, because I'm not very good at math, but I can count money. So we keep it real simple. You're going to learn the rules of the money game tonight. Second thing you're going to learn is, besides about money, is about our story. The story. See, when you sit here, you're going to be like, wow, I love people that are older because they sit here, the older people that come here, too good to be true. Can't believe it. How? You know, and they're cynical. Why are they cynical, Cody? Why do people cynical? All right. Why are people cynical, Paul?
Because it's what they're accustomed to, just not, just getting by or not making enough money, and just
All right.
because they never knew it before.
All right. What do you think, Trent?
Somebody else takes the time to educate themselves.
Yeah. See, they don't know, and what you don't know is a lie. And because you don't know it, you don't believe it. How many of you just don't believe things because you've never heard of it before? I can't believe it. See, I'm open. If you tell me something and you can verify it, then I'm going to become a believer. Prove it to me. Show me. See, I love stories that identify themselves with facts. You got background, you got the backup, and that's what you're going to learn. You're going to learn the rules of the money game today. Math. Math doesn't lie. You do. Hello. Would you admit you're lying? Yeah. You had trouble doing that, didn't you? You see, he was going for the, wow, yeah. Okay. Yep. Cody, have you lied before? Probably today.
Not today.
Liar. No. I'm kidding. I just made an assumption there. See, and so we tell the story because math doesn't lie. 2 and 2 is what? You're right. It's amazing. 10 and 10 is what? All the time, right? It's never gonna change. You see, so if you can learn that and turn that into a business and then learn the story and why things exist, how they exist, what the laws are. You see, there's laws that exist that you have no clue about. You weren't taught in school. They don't teach it in school. In fact, you go to school and learn all the wrong things. That's the scam right there too. Imagine going to school, get a degree, and they didn't teach you really how to run a business. They don't know anything about that. We just gave a class in ethics up at FECU. And the kids were like, whoa, and the professor, he just talked to the professor's becoming a client. Ain't that something? Why? The professor's clueless. And he's teaching a class and they brought up money. Little did they know what they didn't know. And they were extremely intrigued with what we did. So we're still going through. In fact, I want to do a follow-up on all those names. I don't know what you did with it or didn't do. But we still got more to follow up to do in that. So it's interesting. So what you're going to do is we're going to bring up Byron, right? Is that what you said, Byron? Mm-hmm. To go over what the intro of the company is. And I'll come back up later. So take some notes. You're going to learn a lot. And if you have questions, save them because we'll answer them all at the end. Is that fair enough? So be open-minded. Get ready to learn a lot. Bring up Byron. Byron, come on up. Give Byron a round of applause. He needs to feel inspired. Byron's one of our guys that loves to talk and doesn't need the microphone.
Has power over there.
Oh, wait, I'll get it for you. You just start yapping.
There we go. Yeah, like Coach said, you're here for one or two reasons. You're here for the business opportunity. You're here for the services. But what I'm going to go over with you is who we are. Has anyone ever heard of Consumer Advocacy Group? I know you guys have. What's your name? Daniel and Cody. All right, Daniel and Cody. Have you guys ever seen these reports? They're called consumer reports. You ever gotten any of these? What they do is they focus on the consumer. They show you what is the best bang for your buck. How do you define cheap?
Cheap, inexpensive.
Inexpensive.
That's what I was
Same thing. Listen, I'm cheap, but I'm cheap in a way that I want the best bang for my buck. I want to know where I'm saving money, how I'm saving money, and what I'm going to do with that money. So what these things are, they come out all the time. This one happens to be growing your savings for retirement. Make more money with qualified accounts, retirement plans, whatever. Here we have hot deals on cars. At the top here, it also says retirement reality check. So what they're doing is they're consumer advocates. They show you how a consumer can save money, what's the best bang for their buck, and they're pretty much looking out for the best interest in consumers, which is you and me. But that's what we do in the money business. So, like we said before, everybody in here needs to know about money, right? Everybody wants to use it. Everybody uses it every day. Well, we are called Empower. We're consumer advocates. We're not affiliated with just one company. We're affiliated with a bunch of different companies. The reason why we do this is because not one size fits all. So I'm going to tell you a story of how we got started. We started out in the energy business, which who in here uses electric? I mean, everybody's hands should go up unless you're living under a rock like SpongeBob and Patrick. So we started off with energy, and what happened is in 14 different states, deregulation started. Deregulation is where you have the options to shop around and be able to buy different things. So for example, let's say you want to buy a gallon of milk, the exact same gallon of milk you can buy at Winn-Dixie as you can at Publix. Winn-Dixie happens to be $1 cheaper. Which one are you going to buy, David?
Wait, the other one?
You got the exact same gallon of milk. You got one at Winn-Dixie for $1 cheaper.
Oh, whichever is the next one. Well, the most
Exactly.
cheaper.
What I'm saying though is, in 14 different states, electric was deregulated. Because before that, like down here in Florida, you get your electric bill, which is for most of us FP&L. You open it up and you pay it. You have no options. You don't have an option to go to a different company or shop around, such as Winn-Dixie and Publix. What we did was in 14 different states, you can go around and show the consumer that they can get the exact same product for a cheaper price. And if you could do that, wouldn't you want to do it? You'd save money. So then we save people money on their electric bill and you get paid. So their business part of it, you get paid on changing people and having them save money. They save money, you make money. Consumer advocates. Okay, so we got started right there with the individual, with energy. Then we moved in, how can we help out businesses, business owners? So we went into what's called utility audits. And what that is we started working with a company called Utility Advocate. And what we do is every time, let's say you own your own business, okay? And let's say you own Rusty's down the road. Every time someone swipes their credit card to pay for their drink, that's called a merchant account. You're paying someone on average 2 to 5% for that account. So every time, let's say for example, you go in there and you swipe a $30, bill, 2% of that's going straight to the merchant account services. Telecom services, internet, cable, telephone, stuff like that. We go in and audit the companies that you are paying those services to and show them. A utility advocate will, by the way, not a bank. But we'll go in there and audit them and see if you've ever been misbilled, overcharged, or if there's ever been a better rate that you could have gotten. Tanner, you own Rusty's, okay? And 1 month you're paying $40, and all of a sudden they tell you they give somebody else a rate for $20 a month. They're not going to call you up and say, "Hey, Tanner, you know what? We overcharged you. We owe you $20." Right? They're not going to do that. What we do is we go back and see that there have been the case. We go back up to, is it 6 years, Coach? 6 years. Go back up to 6 years and get your refunds on your money as a business owner, and then save you money and show you how much money will save you in 40 years to come. And you get paid on that for doing that. And all it takes is filling out a few paperwork, taking it up to utility advocate, and they do the rest of the work for you. So you help them save money, and you make money. So then we got done with business owners, not done with them, but moved on a little bit to, how can we help what everybody has problems with? There was a lady that lived to over 100 years old, and they interviewed her and said, you've been around for an entire century. What is the worst invention that you've ever seen? Okay, and she said, what do you think the worst invention is, by the way? Daniel?
I mean, shit, I don't even know.
Daniel?
Seconds.
Close.
TVs.
TVs? No, the worst invention, she said, were credit cards. Because people are going out and spending money that they don't actually have yet. And they're just planning on having it ahead. Do you have a credit card, by the way, Daniel? You plan on paying it off every month?
For sure.
What happens if you don't pay it off? What happens if 1 week, I don't have a girlfriend or anything, but she decides, I want to go out to a really expensive last couple nights ago, and it's very, very expensive. And things like that happens, right? So then you might miss that payment for that month. How much is your interest rate on that? About 23%, to be honest with you. Okay, so you're getting in debt. So we wanted to talk about, not only credit cards, but mortgages. What you have to pay to go to school now. I mean, it costs $20,000 to go to high university. So Tanner and I know that. I went to the same school as him. People get in. He came up with a debt. It's a debt program that shows you solutions first, which means results first. All right. So what kind of debt program do you have nowadays to be able to show you what you're going to have just by showing you your numbers right away? And on top of that, it's a GPS system of life. And what do I mean by that? I mean, if you're out in the, Tanner, you probably drive in a bunch of different places. You use your GPS all the time, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so if you're out in some place you don't know and your GPS system says, take a left here. You take a left?
Yeah.
The road's there? Yeah. What this is a debt program because people don't know what to do in their financial world. And finally, technology, which is rapidly changing all the time, is caught up to finances. So the debt program that we have been going around with right now is it's a GPS system of life. It shows you exactly what to do if you were to go out to dinner tonight and swipe that card. It shows you exactly what that's doing to your situation right now, what you need not to do to get out of that. All right, and we're seeing mortgages, 30-year mortgages paid off in 9 years without spending an extra dollar out of pocket. Just by putting money in places you wouldn't think to put it. I mean, if you've got a mortgage and a credit card and you decide, I want to pay off that credit card first, so let's say you're being real smart, you put an extra $100 towards that credit card. You don't know, but the program will, $100 towards the mortgage instead or something, and another bill that you have, you're going to pay off the entire debt program, or the entire, not program, but your entire debt situation in a third of the time. But you don't know that because that does the math for you. We actually had a lady in here who was putting an extra $100, was it, towards each credit card she had? An extra $100 towards her credit card each month, every single one she had. Thought she was doing the right thing, which is the right thing to pay off your credit, because you can't pay off credit, you can't pay yourself. But with the debt program, how long was it, Ryan? In a third of the time?
Yeah, it was a third of
So
that.
she had planned out paying an extra $100 a month towards all of her credit cards. with the debt program, and a third of the time she was out of debt already. Just by taking the extra money she was putting towards those credit cards and putting them where they should have been, that would help work for her. So the debt program is what we came out with for financial, so, you know, the biggest problem today is credit cards and getting in debt. So then when you get out of debt, what do you want to do? You want to start paying yourself. Right. So here we have the financial services. Tanner, you have any debt right now besides student loans?
No.
Okay, so you got student loans there, right?
Yeah.
So each month that comes around, you gotta pay them. Probably paying like, let's say you're paying $200 a month. Instead of paying that credit, let's say you have to pay them for 20 years. If you could get out 10 years, that saves you 10 years of $200 a month that you're paying, correct?
Yeah.
Would you not put that towards yourself then after you get out of that?
Probably.
Yeah. So what we do is we use the debt program to get you out of debt, and then take that money that you would be spending towards the creditors and pay yourself. Daniel, who's the most important person in your life?
Okay,
Your family?
for sure.
Would you consider yourself being the most important person in that family? Because without you, it's probably not a family, right?
Sure.
In your life, correct? Okay. So you want to pay yourself first. Steve has a great story he talks about all the time, that once he was the fact of paying himself first, he was back on rent one month, but he still paid himself first because he is the most important person in his life. So what we talk about here is after you get out of debt, after you've saved money on businesses, you save money on electric, start paying yourself first. And that's what we're going to go into the story here and how money works. Because before we can show you how to pay yourself first and how to do it smart and efficiently, you need to be able to know the rules of the game. As Steve mentioned, if you don't know the rules of the game, you can't play it. And